Hey everyone, Japheth here, Director of Operations at Management Consulted, and we're really thrilled to release the 2024 edition of the world's top consulting firms. Before we get into the firms, why they made the list, go ahead and go to managementconsulted.com, scroll to the bottom of the site, and you'll find a link to access the 2024 ranking. It's completely free. We've got over 30 top firms on there. So go get it right now today. Again, managementconsultant.com has all the goodies. In this episode, I'm going to quickly discuss the rationale for why these firms are on the list. I'm going to share the criteria, and then I'm going to go through the 8 categories of firms on the ranking and highlight a couple of notable newcomers to the ranking. All right, let's dive in with just a little bit of context on Management Consulted and our place in the market. So my team has been keeping a strong pulse on the management consulting market for over a decade. We've got a lot of experience. We've seen hundreds of firms. We've seen new firms start. We've seen firms get bought out. We've seen firms shut down. And we know what makes a good firm. And it's not just from one angle. It's from a bunch of different angles here. So let me just quickly highlight the 7 criteria that we look at when analyzing which firms make the list and which firms don't. First off, we got prestige. So just general kind of reputation in the market. Next up, we got culture, right? How do colleagues think about the culture? Do they like who they work with? Do they like the work environment? Is it a positive place to work? Next, we got compensation, right? Do the firms pay well or do they not? Then we've got work-life balance. We're not necessarily looking just for a 40 or 50-hour work week. We know those are fairly rare in consulting, but we're looking for, hey, are these firms aware of how much their employees are working, and are they working to meet them where they're at and provide support and what they need? Next up, we've got type of project work, right? Does the firm do interesting work? How do clients view them, etc.? Second to last, we've got the firm size. So keeping the overall number of employees, the way the firm supports its employees, does that lend itself to a positive environment? Last, we got future business outlook. So how do the next couple of years look like, both from a client perspective as well as a talent and hiring perspective? Will these firms be hiring, and will they continue to source new projects? Great. Now that we've got that out of the way, let me give one quick caveat, and then we'll go through the 8 categories and highlight some newcomers. So none of the firms on this ranking have paid us to be on the ranking. That's about all that needs to be said. Okay, let's move into the 8 categories and highlight a couple of newcomers. First up, we've got the MBB category, right? McKinsey, Bain, and BCG are so prestigious. They've got such history. They have amazing reputations in the industry, right? And so we lump them into one group all on their own. We've got MBB, so McKinsey, Bain, and BCG. In the next category, we've got general management and strategy consulting firms. So here you're going to find your strategy houses like Kearney, LEK, OC&C, Oliver Wyman, etc., as well as Strategy and UI Parthenon and more. These firms have kind of strategy work as their bread and butter, and they pay really well. The next category is accounting, finance, and technology. Here is where we've got the big 4 firms. So you've got your Deloitte, your EY, your KPMG, and PwC, as well as a couple other major players in that same accounting, finance, and tech space. You've got Accenture, you've got Wavestone, and more. Next up, economic and litigation consulting firms. We've got Analysis Group, we've got Bates White, an amazing firm doing amazing work. And then lastly, and this is a newcomer to the 2024 ranking, we've got Cornerstone Research. The firm does amazing work in the kind of litigation space. They've got a strong work culture, great professional development opportunities, and they are hiring. Moving on, we've got your operations and turnaround specialists leading the way here with a great reputation. Alvarez and Marsal, they've been doing good work for a number of years. We've got the Keystone Group. We've also got FTI Consulting, about 8,000 employees strong. So it's been a long time coming for the firm to make it onto the ranking, but they've got a great reputation doing good work. That's not the end of the operations and turnaround firms, but I'll just leave you wanting a little bit more, so you'll have to go to managementconsultant.com and check out the ranking. Next up, we got private equity consulting. So just 2 firms in this space, Palm Tree and Stacks, both on the smaller side, between 1 to 200 headcount, but amazing reputations, great compensation, great work environment, great clients, just a fun environment to be a part of. All right, second to last on this 24 top firms ranking is your nonprofit category. We've only got 1 player in this category. That is the Bridgespan Group. The Bridgespan has its DNA in Bain & Company. They've been around for about 2 decades. They do really great work. They've got about 500 employees, roughly about that. And so check them out if you're interested in nonprofit consulting work. All right, to round out the 2024 top firms ranking, we've got your industry-focused specialists. So these firms focus on a specific industry or kind of functional area inside of consulting. That'll get you Altman Solon, who focuses exclusively on tech, media, and telecom. Clearview Healthcare Partners focused on healthcare, obviously. You got Putnam, another healthcare specialist. Got a few more healthcare specialists in there. And a newcomer to the list this year, Kin + Carta. They do work in tech, data, and digital transformation, doing some really interesting work there. So go check out what Kin + Carta is doing. If you represent a consulting firm and you're not on the list and you think you deserve a shot to be on the list, get in touch with us. Email team@managementconsulted.com. Let us know. We'd love to meet you, learn more about you, and see if you'd be a good fit for the 2025 ranking of top consulting firms. Really appreciate you tuning in. If you're looking to break into consulting this year or beyond, we've got a ton of free and personalized resources for you. Check it out. It's all on the website. You can join our Black Belt Case Prep program. You can join our Strategy Sprint virtual consulting project. You can join our Fast Track program, which is Excel and PowerPoint for consulting. And we've got so much more. It's all on managementconsultant.com. Reach out if you just don't know where to start. Team@managementconsultant.com. We love answering your questions. And we'll talk to you again on another episode soon.